Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Monique and I am a soul having a human experience, but truly I am literally a soul having a human experience. The hardest part of my journey was literally being a human. I remembered from a really young age about the intelligence, and so I've been trying to fit in my whole entire life, but just as of late I've realized you cannot fit in. All you can do is trust yourself. So now I literally travel the world and teach people this online, and I want to teach you something today too about your intuition. So rewind about 4 years ago, I was in my living room of my house on the Gold Coast, Australia, and I was just, swinging my little girl because she was crying, and I didn't really know what was going on in the world, and I decided to ask her. I just looked at her and I said, what is going on with this COVID? Like, tell me the truth. What is going on with COVID? Tell me the truth. And as I just kept repeating it, it was the first time in that moment that I started to channel myself in a conscious state. Usually I would have had to do like some kind of meditation or really figure out how to allow it to come through in just an everyday working life. And so it was in that moment that it just came in, and from there is where everything changed for me. So in that moment, what was coming through was all of these messages. I will share these messages with you because I truly have nothing to hide anymore. So some of the messages that did come through was to get rid of all of the money out of my bank, to sell my home, and to not trust the land that was owned by the government. Now, there's things that were going on within that in my mind that was coming through, is that there's going to be some kind of legislation that will come through in the future that will just suggest that it's not yours. And the only way that I could truly understand this was something that they do in Indonesia, in Bali, and then also in London. And these were the only two places that I could kind of rack my brain around and go, well, they do it there, so why wouldn't they do it here? There was just something in it that I could feel. Now, in that moment, I knew what was of truth. Like, I could feel it to the depth of me. Like, I could feel that this was absolutely 100% true. When my husband got home from work, I told him right away, I said, hey, listen, I have just channeled in this very moment. It's not like some kind of higher dimensional being that's come through and telling me like crazy things. It is literally my higher self speaking directly to me and taking me onto the highest pathway for us in this moment. And I said to him, I have just been told to sell our house. I told him all the rest of the messages as well, and to get rid of the money out of the bank. He literally looked at me and was like, you are crazy. Now, in that moment, I felt 100% crazy as well. I didn't know really what was going on, but I just could feel it in my body that this was of absolute truth. So he went and had a shower, and I sat with myself on the couch, the sofa, and I sat there and I didn't really know what to do, but I could feel by the calmness of my daughter in that moment that I had received the message correctly. And if any of you are like, well, was it Frankie? Was it this or was that? Now, I live in a state of oneness and unity, so I understand that whatever's coming from her is me, or whatever's coming from you is me. Like, it's all just a different facet of each other, right? So the filter for me is my higher self. So most things that come through of higher interdimensionals has to come through my higher self. And so from this moment forward, you're always going to hear me talk about my higher self, because that is the filter for me, and this is the higher intelligence coming through, and those kind of intelligence works together, and then it comes down into my human, and then she kind of gets on with the job. So from that moment forward, we went on, not in that moment, but as time went on, we did sell our house, we did move all of our money, and we went and invested in different types of things. Now, let me tell you something, is that if I have learned to trust in myself, it is in this very moment, because there were moments even when we bought the house that everyone was like, that's ridiculous, why would you spend that amount of money? Now, in the time of the market, it was a ridiculous amount of money. It was at the highest point of the market at that time, and then when we sold, we made enormous amounts of money. Now, in that moment, I trusted myself to buy it, and then when we sold it, obviously I trusted again. The things that I invested in, I am trusting wholeheartedly, as my higher self has never let me down. This is your moment right now to truly trust in yourself. If you are being told to move or leave the job or to invest or to take your money out or to whatever you're going to do with it, I have to get you to trust in yourself. Your higher self will never ever let you down. It has one thing in store, and one thing only, is to take you into the true essence of who you are. You came here to live a really great life. You came here to be abundant and feel peace and joy and to feel expanded. You're not meant to be in suffering. You're not meant to question. You're not meant to sit in this state of confusion. So it is my job as this soul healer and leader and guide on the planet is to get you to trust into yourself, okay? I know that these decisions are going to be really scary, but you have to do what I've done, and you have to be bold, you have courage and just strength, and go for it. People are going to question you every single day because they don't have what you have. You have instilled this trust and this knowing inside of you. I need you to trust it and to move forward, okay? Fast forward, we went on an adventure for now, it's been 20 months or 21 months, I believe. We've been on the venture and just traveling the world, and people have even been like, what is going on? Are they spending all their money? No, I have been working, educating, and teaching and healing all across the world doing this. We have not touched 1 ounce of money, but it's just interesting the speculations of everyone around the world, like people who know us, and they're kind of wondering because we don't really share much about what's going on. But until this moment, it's my duty now to go and share how to truly trust yourself, and to share the love that you have with yourself, and so that others can feel it and go and do the same thing. So right now, I want you to know that you need to trust yourself. You need to get on the bandwagon and go and travel, or go and change your job, or go and invest, or don't invest, or sell, or buy, whatever it is that is really aligned with you right now. You need to trust yourself. If it's like sell in the city and go and buy land out in the middle of nowhere, I need you to trust it. If it comes in, please allow it to come in and move with it, because right now we are in the biggest illusion. You cannot trust anyone or anything. It is just not what it seems. Even your best friend, your neighbor, who you love, and they've been super kind to you over the years. We don't know if they've been instilled now with yet another program, or within fear, and their illusion is about to change, and so is yours. So you need to trust in yourself. Your heart consciousness is going to move you forward, and you need to listen to me today. Is your heart will never lie to you. You know what's good for you. You know what is right. Do not sit in fear and go, what if I do this and then it is the worst decision of my life? Listen, if it's not a hell no, it's usually a move for me. So usually if something's not right for me, it's just like, whoa, hell no, Monique, step back. I think you are trying to jump the gun here. And I'll just sit with it and I'll feel it until the time is right. Most times, if it's just neutral, which most things are, I just move with it and suss it and then see where it goes. But ultimately, what you need to know right now is something that came into me when my baby was born and crying her bloody head out. I sat with it, and this channel came through and told me exactly what to do. I moved with it and felt it, and I let it unravel in the moment that it needed to unravel. In that moment that it was time to sell, it was time to sell. From there, this is where the great adventure starts. And also, I want to take you on this journey with me so that you can understand the things that I had to release and to realize at being a human, a soul having a human experience, the things that I had to realize is going to blow your mind. And I want to take you on this healing journey so that you're able to expand as well, because at the end of the day, you are a spiritual being yourself, and you're just trying to live your human experience the best way that you can. And it is my duty to get everything out of the way so that you can see and feel clearly. So come on this journey with me, and I'll see you in the next video.